The Bitcoin charts right now are printing multiple high time frame signals that are telling us exactly what is going to be happening to the Bitcoin price in the next few years. Now, most people let the emotions get the best of them during these markets. But if we take a few steps back, look objectively at the charts, look at the history of the price action, and look for patterns that repeat, we can be well ahead of the game, and this can help us plan for the next bull market, how we can most profit from it. So today we're going to be looking at these high time frame signals, and I'm going to be talking about exactly what I am looking to happen for the next few years, the bigger picture of Bitcoin. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell for notifications, because we are bringing you the juiciest and the most timely Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. You've got two major camps when it comes to the Bitcoin price. You've got those people saying we're going straight to 100K, and the other people that are saying, no, we're dumping straight down to Carolina. The bear market is not over yet. Here's what we need to do. We need to look historically at the charts and determine how can we develop a plan to fully take advantage of the next market cycle. So this is exactly what I plan to do, and I'm going to start actually on the monthly time frame, because this is going to give us our base to understand what is going to be happening in the future. Now, first of all, this is the Bitcoin all-time index, meaning this is Bitcoin from its inception right here. And I have on the chart these lines, and each white line on the chart represents the Bitcoin halving, okay? The 4-year Bitcoin market cycle is determined by the Bitcoin halving, where the amount of Bitcoin that can be mined per block gets cut in half, and this creates more of a demand for Bitcoin. And historically speaking, when we get the white line, this enters us into that euphoric bull market where all your friends from high school are calling you saying, hey, Jason, I just heard about Bitcoin on the news. Do you think I should buy at the all-time high? You tell them no, they buy anyway, they buy the top, and then they hodl it back down to zero. What I want to bring to your attention right now is for the past 3 market cycles, whenever we come down to this period of time, about 365 days before the Bitcoin halving, market Cipher B also prints a green dot below that zero line, and this is, historically speaking, the bottom of the bear market. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the lowest price Bitcoin will hit, but it means it's the bottom of the bear cycle. And if you start accumulating, once we hit this green line a year out from the halving and market Cipher confirms the green dot on the monthly, this means you are in a pretty good position accumulating Bitcoin during this next year to hold it into the bull market. We saw this back in 2015. We saw it back here in 2019. We saw it right here again in 2023. And as you can see, we are currently about half a year, a little bit more than half a year away from that next Bitcoin halving. Now, the second thing I want to bring to your attention is the fact that during this 1-year period, a lot of people like to get very bullish or very bearish. Again, we got the Michael Saylors, right? Sell your house to buy Bitcoin, take out a second mortgage, sell your business, chop off one of your body parts, sell it on the black market to buy Bitcoin, because that's all that counts. Then you've got your bears. You know, we don't use stop losses. Bitcoin's going straight to zero. Now, during this time, we do not see a very powerful bull or bear trend. In fact, Bitcoin is in somewhat of a range where we can see pretty much even back here in 2015, although generally the trend was up, we had some months where we did get some significant drops, like 35% drops. And then of course, back in 2019, after we got the top of the bear market rally, we came down 71%. Now, there's something else on market Cipher B that we need to be paying attention to, which is after we print that first green dot, we print a red dot on market Cipher B. And this red dot on market Cipher B tells us that we cannot expect the euphoric bull market to begin yet. Now, right now, for the month of September 2023, we are currently printing a red dot on market Cipher B, which tells me that we can't expect a massive pump to happen yet. So based on history, the bottom is in for Bitcoin, but also based on history, we can expect that for the next few months, Bitcoin is going to be ranging sideways. And look at this, we have a range perfectly marked out for us on the Bitcoin price for the past few years. We have that $31,000-ish level acting as support all throughout the bull market, flipped into resistance during the bear market, and then we have this other area of support, which basically is a support resistance flip from the last bull market when we broke out. It was the all-time high from the previous bull market in 2017, and we have come down to retest this level, of course, at the bottom of the bear market in 2022. Something else I want to bring to your attention are the yearly opens. The yearly opens are very important levels for Bitcoin historically. Right now, I've got the 2023 yearly open level. This is the price that 2023 opened at, 16,530. Notice a few things. When we turn on these yearly open levels, okay, for example, I've got the 2022 yearly open right here at 46,252. January candle for the year opened right here. Bitcoin got a big dump to the downside in the bear market, came up to test the yearly open as resistance, and then boom, got another move to the downside. We go back to the yearly open before that, and we can see that the January candle in the bull market opened right here at the price of 28,976 in 2021, get a big move to the upside in the bull market, come back down, test that yearly open, and then boom, Bitcoin makes its all-time high. We go to the yearly open before that in 2020. The January candle opens right here, and again, this is leading up into the halving. We get a big move to the upside. We come down, test that yearly open. Of course, we get a massive black swan event into it, and then boom, off to the races right there. We can go back to 2019 and see that when we get that yearly open, basically Bitcoin gets a big move to the upside, comes back down, almost touches that yearly open, and then off to the races. We can even go back to 2018 and see that when this yearly candle opened, beginning the bear market, we come down, the relief rally rejects literally to the dollar off of that yearly open. So we can go back for the past few market cycles and see that these yearly opens are very, very important levels. And if we just look at the chart here and keep these yearly opens on the chart, we can see that not only are they important levels, but they can actually act as major support resistance flips that we can actually look at to potentially trade Bitcoin. So the next major area that we have is going to be that yearly open right around the price of 16,530. Does that mean we're coming down to 16,530? Well, let me put it this way. We can't know for certain what the price is going to do, but if we are position traders, if we're accumulating on spot to hold for the bull run, it doesn't really matter how low the price goes, but what it can do having these levels is it can give us places where we can actually set orders on spot so that we can accumulate at the right prices to DCA into the next bull market. So in order to determine what is actually going to happen here, we need to do some lower time frame analysis. We know that we've come up to a massive support resistance flip around that $31,000 area. This is the short setup that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord from 31,750 because we knew we were coming up right to that area. I'm still holding this short right now. Shout out to everybody in the Casper Crew taking this juicy short trade because the profits are absolutely insane. And we came up to that level printing on the weekly time frame the dreaded bald-headed Gary Gensler market Cipher B pattern, which basically, as the price is getting higher into key resistance, Gary Gensler's bald head is getting lower and lower, his hair is getting grayer and grayer, his face more and more wrinkly, the smile more and more photoshopped. Clearly a bearish sign, so we can say, look, we can expect a retracement to the downside. Here's his head right here getting lower, as we can see on Market Cipher B. And so where can we set those targets to actually accumulate Bitcoin? Well, it, for me, is very, very obvious. Right now, of course, we are coming down to a key area of support, the 25,000 support resistance flip. But look at this. If we take a look at all the volume that traded for Bitcoin, this is on Coinbase. Most people were buying and selling Bitcoin at the price right around that yearly open, right around $16,007-ish. $100. This means if the price actually comes now below $25,000, it becomes more probable than not that we make our way back down to this key zone between the high volume node and the value area low of the range, which brings us perfectly to our yearly open. And so we need to be prepared for a move to the downside like this. We can't let our emotions get to the best of us. If Bitcoin gets this move to the downside, we need to zoom out and realize this is perfectly normal. There's a technical reason why we're getting moved to the downside. We're coming back down to test our volume base right here and showing that indeed this is the low, and then we can enter into that euphoric bull market, which in my opinion, by the beginning of 2024, that's where you're going to be starting to see on the mainstream media, hey, you know, maybe you should put Bitcoin into your portfolio. Probably the ETF will be out by then. There's going to be hype. And then we're going to start to see new all-time highs. Now, I've been aggressively accumulating Bitcoin on spot, especially under 20K. In fact, we longed Bitcoin in the Casper Crew VIP Discord literally from 15,594 right here from the exact bottom, guys, because we knew that was such a key level. And I've actually been publicly bullish on Bitcoin throughout all of 2023, going all the way back to December and January. People were giving me crap for it, guys, because they said, Jayson, there's no way we're going lower, but the charts were telling us otherwise. By the way, y'all, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, a great community to learn how to trade, you can go to JaysonCasperTrading.com. Go ahead and click the link to join the VIP Discord. Guys, we have a beginner zone in here, basically a mini course to onboard you so that you at least know how not to lose money. We've got instructors in here doing multiple live streams every single day, walking you through the live price actions, giving you their trade setups, their levels, their mindset. It's a great educational resource. Also, check out the courses if you actually want to learn in depth how to do this, how to not gamble, but actually trade. We're proud to announce PHEMEX's smart money approach to trading, the most comprehensive course on trading I've ever seen. It's not just for crypto, it's for all markets. Guys, if you do want to trade, I highly recommend MEXC for trading crypto because 0% make your order fees, 0.1% take your order fees. Amazing, especially if you're trading on lower term timeframes. Links in the pinned comment and description. Also, if you want to trade the traditional markets like the S&P 500, like NASDAQ, like stocks and Forex, but you want to use crypto as your margin, I'm currently trading on BingX. I'm trading S&P 500, NASDAQ on BingX. These are my two go-to exchanges. Links in the pinned comment and description if you're interested. But guys, only sign up to an exchange if you actually know how to trade. Otherwise, I promise you, you will lose everything. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a gain money slowly over time scheme because you're doing it with the right process. Now, in my opinion, the charts are telling us macro time frame still bullish. Short-term time frame, we may have another opportunity here to buy on spot. So overall, my plan is this. Let's say the Bitcoin all-time high doesn't even hit 100K. Let's say we only hit 80K, which is going to be coming in right about here. From where we're at right now, that is about a 200% gain. If we can DCA, if we get that next move down, and our average entry is, let's say, around $21,000, in my opinion, even if we come down and take the lows, this is still, as a trade setup, a 7-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Meaning if we're accumulating in this area right here, starting where we're at right now, and we get a dip down and we're buying along the way down, and Bitcoin only hits 80K, right, 81K, this is still 7 times more reward than risk. Of course, this is hypothetical because if you're buying on spot, there really is no risk of liquidation. But in my opinion, this is a very valid investment strategy because we have the technicals behind us on the high term time frame saying, look, there's a very high probability that the bottom is in. There's a very high probability that any accumulation that we do within the next few months, especially if we get another drop to the downside, is going to be very bullish in the next few years. And even if we do conservative targets here, lower than 100K, because everyone's got that 100K target. So for me, I'm taking profits before 100K and of course letting some ride. This, in my opinion, is a sound investment strategy. We have a very clearly defined plan to get in, a very clearly defined plan to take profits along the way out. And honestly, in my opinion, it's a very low stress investment plan also because we don't have to be there at the chart every single day. We can just set some buy orders along the way down and accumulate and then take those profits along the way up. This is my overall outlook, guys, on Bitcoin for the next few years. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications. May God bless you all in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah, even if you are not religious. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace.